Welcome, Pisces, to your January 2024. I nearly said 2023, January 2024 reading. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Now, I have to start out by saying, Pisces, that I just want to thank you if you were one of my new subscribers from last month. If you have not received a response from me yet, please do not worry. I am going to get back to everyone who has subscribed and asked for a free mini reading. I have just been so behind, and then Christmas comes along and breaks, and so I'm even further behind. I had a really big response last month, so just be mindful that I will get back to you. I haven't forgotten you. I read all the comments. And this month as well, while I can, I'm still offering my free mini reading to new subscribers. So if you would like a mini reading, just put new subscriber free mini reading, and that's it, because I've had people putting odd links to websites that I haven't clicked on, so I don't know what they do. But if I see anything other than just new subscriber, free mini reading, I'm going to delete your message, okay? So just keep it very, very clear. And that way I know that you are serious. Now, this month, Pisces, you are starting out with some really loving energy here. Now, I'm using the Tarot of Mystical Moments for the main cards here, and then I am going to clarify with my favorite deck, which I've used last month, the Mystical Tarot, but I'll be clarifying with those. Now, something really interesting off the bat I'm noticing about your cards are the numbers. You have 6, 7, 8, 9, and the Wheel of Fortune is 10. So I'm not a numerologist, but I do know that when you have progressive numbers like that, it talks about a real journey, a real movement forward here. Things are changing and shifting quite quickly. And for a lot of you, you could potentially be leaving behind some thoughts that you had about love, about relationships, about work, just about a lot of things. And this is quite normal at the beginning of a year. We do sort of go through this process of setting new goals for yourself in the year, or making New Year's resolutions, whatever you do. But there is often a revisiting of the past and hopefully learning. But I think for a lot of you, there could be a wonderful love coming in here for you. You have got the Knight of Cups and the Eight of Wands. The Knight of Cups talks about that beautiful, loving new relationship that can come in. Now, this can even be representing you, Pisces. Cups are all about the emotions, which are all about that watery energy of Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. But the Knight of Cups, knights to me are often the movement of energy. So there is quite a lot of love going around for, I feel like, for yourself and for others in January as well. Now, you're really busy, I feel, here in January. You've got the Eight of Wands. Now, not only is this the arrows of love, which that's why I feel some of you, there could be some developments in your relationship. I'm getting more about your attitudes, a change in your attitude about love and romance and relationships. But there's some busy, not only does the Eight of Wands talk about the arrows of love, this is a card of a lot of action, a lot of motion. lot of texts, a lot of messages, a lot of emails, a lot of sort of visits and going here and there sort of energy here. It's just very, very busy for you. But it's like you are getting to this, you are putting in work behind the scenes here, doing all of the hard work, and then you're going to get to a place in January after this busy, crazy kind of energy where you can actually just relax and know that you have done what it takes, you've done all that you can do, and now it's just a matter of sitting back and watching things grow or develop. And particularly if this is a relationship, you know, there's no need to be pushing the situation. But I do feel like for a lot of you, this could even be a job, work related. You've got 2 Pentacles here and the Wheel of Fortune. And the 9 of Pentacles is a card of abundance and wealth. And I mean, the 7 of Pentacles here, I didn't skip over it. That actually means you really putting in the work and sort of getting to a stage where, as I mentioned, you can relax and allow the fruits of your labor to come in. But that 9 of Pentacles, the fruits of your labor, is going to be very lucrative for you. The work that you do, the energy that you are putting into your career and your work is absolutely going to show some real financial rewards here for you. And it's not only financial rewards, but it's just success in general. You know, and this is the 9 of Pentacles is that card of luxury and of self-nurturing. So I feel like a lot of the changes in your view on love and relationships is going to incorporate the relationship that you have with yourself, very much so. You're going to realize that that is the primary relationship, and that you are going to be sort of self-nurturing, basically, looking after your health, exercising, eating right, just doing things for you that make you happy, and enjoy whatever prosperity is coming in for you here. You know, as I said, for a lot of you, that is financial abundance. For others, this is like just a great family life and being happy within yourself. Just enjoy all of that. You've put a lot of long, hard work and many hours into achieving what is sort of going to be showing up for you in January. And with a bit of luck on the side there, that Wheel of Fortune, I feel like there is just going to be so much happiness coming in for you. It's like that karmic wheel is finally turning, and you know, this, and turning in your favor. So I really love the initial message that is here for you, but we will get some clarifying cards now. Now, as I said, I am using the Mystical Tarot here. A few people asked me last month and I forgot to mention it. So, wow, this is really freaky. The last, oh no, maybe it's not. This is the Hierophant. Okay, I thought this was the High Priestess. And in a way, it's very much connected. The last few signs that I've done had the High Priestess come out as the first in my second deck when I shuffled. But the Hierophant, in a way, is like the male version of the High Priestess. It is quite a spiritual card. And this talks about doing things traditionally, and this is actually a marriage card. So definitely for some of you, there could be a wedding on the cards, just simply because you have the 8 of Wands and the Hierophant here. But the Hierophant also talks about bucking the trend and doing things your own way. You know, if you're not going to do things in the traditional way, you may have done things in the traditional way before. As I said, there's something about your thoughts on love and relationships that you are kind of leaving behind. You're changing, whether you are actually leaving a relationship physically, which I don't actually see here for many of you, but I feel like this is more your thoughts and your ideas about love. So if you've been doing things the traditional way, in January you might be like, you know, when I meet this person, I'm not going to be thinking about marriage. I just want to take things slowly. You know, we're not going to move in. We might have a long distance relationship. It's doing something a little bit not traditional. So, you know, this is a card of duality, and you will know which side it relates to you in that regard. You know, you might have done things very loosely, just live together and that kind of stuff, and now you want actual marriage. You want to be together forever and say your vows to each other and get married. So that is quite interesting there. But let's get some more cards out. You know, the Hierophant, as I said, is also a very spiritual card. It is often considered, called in many decks, the Pope. And the High Priestess is called the Papess in some decks, which is kind of, as I said, the female version of this. But just spirituality is important for you in whatever way you follow your angels, I guess. Now, this is lovely here. The Seven of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Knight of Cups again. Wow, this is very much loving energy around you in January. Now, you could potentially be involved with a Taurus because the Pope or the Hierophant does represent a Taurus there. So could be a significant Taurus in your life, but I always say it's more about the character of the person that the cards are describing than their star sign. So this is someone that is very strong, very stable, quite powerful, bit bullheaded, you know, they are a Taurus, but very dependable, loyal, hardworking, often wealthy person. So if that's describing someone you know, and they're not a Taurus, well, I feel like that is going to represent them. But as I said, you've got the Seven of Cups here. This is a card of you being spoiled for choice. You've got a lot of opportunities opening up in front of you, and some of these, and you've got the nostalgia card here as well. So I feel like for a lot of you, you might have been in this position before in the past, and you're revisiting it in January 2024. But you know, what can happen when we have a lot of choices in front of us and we can only choose one, because the Seven of Cups is kind of only being able to choose one, we do get a little bit stuck as well. So I feel like perhaps you are looking back at the past and learning from the way you did things in the past, and you might be using that to help you decide which opportunity you want to choose. But again, that loving energy, that Knight of Cups, you know, I always say there's 78 cards in each deck, and actually in the mystical tarot moments there's actually more, because Katrin Weltz Stein, who created the deck, has put a male and a female version of the Kings and the Emperor, I think, as well. Or there could be more. So in fact, there's like 84 or 85, 83, something like that, cards in that deck, and 78 cards in a traditional deck. And to get the same card out twice, it's very, very significant in my eyes. And so when you look at that Knight of Cups, it's just a card that really talks about this very significant emotional experience that is coming in for you. And it's almost like the feeling of you being swept off your feet here. Now, if some of you are already in a relationship, this can actually be a new wave of emotion that is changing your relationship forever here as well. And this could be a marriage. Like if you are in a relationship and you have been proposed to, that's just like, wow, that could have just swept you off your feet and you weren't expecting it. So it will depend on your situation, but something in an emotional situation is being left behind. There's a change here, whether it's the way you look at it, at relationships and love and emotion, or a physical change that is going to happen in a relationship. You know, it will depend. So you'll have to leave comments and let me know if this relates or if this resonates. But this is a card of falling in love and offers of marriage. So, wow, this is beautiful. And it's also a card of you, in a way, being thrown off balance by just this entire emotional experience that is going on. And that can actually happen if you meet someone new and your world collides. It can actually throw things right out of kilter and make your world seem like it's upside down here. So that's really interesting. But I'm definitely see that is Taurus again. So I was just speechless, because normally I would read the King of Pentacles as a Taurus. This could potentially just be a general reading, so it could be any earth sign, so a Capricorn or a Virgo as well here for you Pisces. But this is someone very, as I mentioned, the qualities of the Hierophant when I was talking about Taurus. Again, you know, this is someone that's very strong, very wealthy, very hardworking, and often the leader of a business, has their own business. Definitely love with a Taurus here for some of you. Please let me know. But as I said, could be Virgo, and Pisces and Virgo are amazing together here. You really just feel, even though one's water and one's earth, you just feel comfortable in each other's presence. Whoops, it's falling out in a weird way. Okay. But often when court cards like that turn up in a reading, it can talk about you taking on a lot of the qualities of the card that's showing up. So here you could be getting a promotion, you could actually be opening your own business, you could be getting more abundance into your world in some way, or you're certainly building your wealth and potentially becoming a manager or a leader in your own right here. And you know, 2 sevens, again, this is you, and you've got the 7 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. This is just like saying, I meant what I said. This is you, exactly what I said before, really working hard. You've done enough. If you are waiting for a promotion or waiting to move ahead in your career, you've done all you can now. You might be waiting on a boss to give you the good news, but you've done, like I said, you have put in the hard work. You've done what you can. Now just sit back and relax and wait for all of that abundance to come in for you. Now, I'm just going to pull out one final card here, Pisces. This is from Janine McLean's deck, Now I Understand Oracle cards, and the imagery here is beautiful. I forgot to do this last month. This is by her daughter Lauren McLean, and every time I do this, the messages just resonate. So talk. Can you see that? Be open for discussions. Someone has something to say that needs to be investigated. Wow, that's interesting. That could be about this, I feel like, proposition that may be coming in for you, a new opportunity for making money for some of you, but this can also be about love and getting married and someone popping the question. So that is so specific, I know, but I feel like yeah, there's something that needs to be further investigated here, Pisces. You'll have to let me know. So have a wonderful month, and I hope to see you next month. Bye.